Today, we're going to be counting down the top 10 most popular credit cards for Q3 2025, and it's not based on my personal feelings. This is strictly based on the data. First things first, if you find any value in this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be referencing a website. It's mine. You can use it. All you got to do is come over here, click on the sign up button, click any one of these login buttons, and you are in. Okay, so ground rules. I'm basing this data off the richwithpoints.com website. I have 6,500 users on there right now. Many of those people have their cards entered into their My Cards section. So how you do that, you go over to the little profile icon, click on that, click on My Cards, and then just click to add a card, and you'll just select a card. You can put in other information. None of that is required. It helps to have the open date because I'll remind you when you have upcoming fees and so on. If you're working towards a bonus, then you can put that in. I'll let you know that it's almost time for your bonus spin to be completed and so on, but none of that's required. Just put in your card and they'll be listed here. And what that does is it lights up a bunch of functionality around the site based on the cards that you have. Coming in at number 10, down 2 places with 442 users, is the Bilt MasterCard. Now, if you're a renter, if you don't have a mortgage and you're renting, this is a no-brainer card because you get 1x points on rent, and it doesn't really matter how you're renting. If you're paying a landlord or if you have an apartment through some company, they will figure out how to pay your rent and you will get 1x on those points. But it's not just for rent. You've got 3x on dining, 2x on all travel. It's got great transfer partners, Hyatt. It has Atmos, which is the old Alaska airline, so you can transfer your points into Alaska. If you're flying out of an American hub, book on Alaska through the rewards, you end up getting an American flight. It's great. It's got primary car rental insurance coverage. It has phone protection. It's got decent travel protections, and you get double points on the first day of the month on rent day. And it's good for more than just rent. You've got 3x on dining, 3x on Lyft, 2x on all travel categories. Now the Bilt, it's just one card. There's no other cards in its stable as of yet. There were some that have been announced that may be coming soon, some more premium cards, but for now, it's kind of on its own. But I do have a video that talks about how that card can pair with other cards and other card systems fairly well. And new to our top 10 list, coming in at number 9 with 447 users. And it's been kind of lingering around that 11 to 13 range for a while now. But finally, it made the list. It's the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Now, obviously, it's on the list because of the new refresh this summer. A lot of people interested. Big sign-up bonus. A lot of people getting the card. So maybe in a year, it'll fall off again. But for now, number 9. And if you've watched my channel for a while, you know I'm a big fan of the CSR. It's probably my favorite travel card. Now, it did change quite a bit this summer. A lot of things different about it than how it worked previously. I do have a video all about that here. It has the new points boost in the travel portal, which, you know, if you're doing high-end travel, it's going to be of great value to you. If you're looking for a budget type card, this card is not for you. It's got tons of benefits. It's verging on a Amex Platinum coupon book style. It's sort of straddling the middle because you can still get good portal redemptions for your points. The benefits they provide make it pretty easy to get your annual fee back to 0. And then let's not forget all of the insurance coverage that this card has. It just makes traveling feel a little bit safer. I think the biggest knock to this card after the refresh was that they got rid of the 3x on travel. It did hurt. It did hurt, but they added more credits. They added bigger earnings on some other specific travel categories like airfare outside of the portal with 4x, but I am gonna miss the 3x on the generic travel category. Up 2 positions at number 8 with 477 users is the Discover It Cashback. Now the cashback is one of those why not cards. There's really no downside to it. It's super easy to get. There's no annual fee, and you get 5x every quarter on a select number of categories that they choose. And most of the categories that you're getting pretty beneficial. You're gonna get 5x. It's just cash back, so you have a cap of $1,500 per quarter. That's pretty common. But the categories generally are pretty good. This quarter you have gas and EV charging, you've got transit and utilities. You might hit $500 in utilities a month, which would cover that $1,500 in the quarter. But if not, then you can definitely use it for gas and maybe even some transit. You're getting 5x on all of that. Now, there's really nothing else to the card whatsoever. There's not any real benefits to it. It's just the 5x earnings. It changes every quarter. Next quarter, it's Amazon and drugstores. Down 2 positions at number 7 with 512 users is the Chase Freedom Flex. Now, the Flex is very similar to the Discover It Cashback in terms that it also has quarterly categories that are selected by the bank for you. The difference is Chase is sprinkled in a little bit extra on this card. It provides additional 5x categories in the travel portal, on airfare, hotels, car rentals, and then you get 3x on drugstores. This quarter also has gas and EV charging to be redundant with the Discover, but it has select live entertainment and Instacart as its other 2 categories. Next quarter, however, it has 5x on the travel portal, and how this works is it's going to be an additional 5x on top of the 5x it already has. So you can earn 10x in the portal with this card. Also next month is department stores, and then in December, I don't know why it does this, but at the end of the quarter, the last month, it'll add some additional category now, and that is PayPal. Holding steady at number 6 on the list with 533 users is the Capital One Saver Rewards. Now, if you have the Venture X and you're using that for your 2x catch-all, the Saver is kind of a necessity because it's going to cover all your big categories: groceries, dining. Both of those are 3x. Then you get 3x on streaming. Live entertainment has 3x. So on the big categories, you're able to earn pretty well using the Saver, and then you can transfer those points over to the Venture X, which is your catch-all, and use the transfer partners from the Venture X to actually benefit on a better value for those points. It also has no annual fee, so it's kind of one of those no-brainer cards, especially if you have the Venture X and you're benefiting from those transfer partners. Up 2 whole positions at number 5 with 535 users is the Amazon Prime Rewards. It has no annual fee and it earns 5x on everything in Amazon and also Whole Foods. It's a bit of a no-brainer card because if you're shopping on Amazon, you should have an Amazon card. You're not going to do better than 5x, except for an occasional quarter that maybe the Freedom Flex earns at Amazon. But generally 5x at Amazon is the best you're gonna do, and it's imperative that you either have this Prime card or the business Prime card so that you can get the 5x at Amazon. Now, if you're not a big Amazon shopper, then don't worry about it. But if you're a big Amazon shopper, this is a no-brainer. Holding steady at number 4 with 575 users is the American Express Gold Card. Now, the Gold Card, by reputation, is the card for groceries and or dining. It's a little pricey, $325 a year for that annual fee. Makes it difficult for someone to justify against the 3x of the Saver or any of the Chase cards. It does earn 4x on dining. It does earn 4x on groceries. So if you are using the card a lot, then it can offset that annual fee pretty easily. They also have a bunch of credits. A lot of them are dining related even, so it makes sense that if you are using the card quite a bit, you should be able to offset that annual fee and then some in terms of your earnings. Now, as I've always said, if you're not using your points that you earn in pretty much any Amex card on transfer partners, then Amex is probably not the series of cards for you. You gotta be a heavy traveler, I think, in order for it to make sense. And steady at number 3 with 581 users is the Capital One Venture X. The Venture X basically has the reputation, if you're new to points and miles and you want to get into traveling and you wonder which card to get first, it's probably this one. So it's 2x on everything, 5x on airfare in the portal, 10x on car rentals, 10x on hotels, all in the portal. It has a $300 travel credit. It gives you 10,000 points annually. So the annual fee of roughly $400 can be whittled down pretty easily without a lot of upfront investment. And still holding steady at number 2 with 722 users is the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Now the Unlimited is Chase's catch-all card. You get 1.5x on everything. You do get 5x on airfare, hotels, and car rentals all in the portal, just like on the Flex. But the point of the card is the catch-all, and it gets 1.5x. It is sorely lacking when you compare that with other systems' catch-all cards, which generally get 2x, but I think they tend to rely on the fact that you can redeem points for more value in their travel portal using the points boost, and that their points are valued more on transfer partners because of Hyatt. So even though it's 1.5x, when you're comparing apples to apples on those points, the 1.5x are valued a little higher, so therefore you're kind of getting around the same amount as you would with other systems that are getting 2x. A notable exception to that would be the Blue Business Plus in Amex if you're using Amex transfer partners, and also getting around 2 cents per point in value for the Amex points that you would be getting for the Chase points. But the Chase trifecta and quadfectas are very popular, so in order to finish those out, you gotta have the Unlimited, and I think that's why it comes in at number 2. And the reigning champ, holding steady at number 1 for 2 quarters in a row now, is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now, the Preferred has had the benefit of some really great sign-up bonuses this year, so I think that's probably why it's number 1 in a landslide. It is also a pretty great card with some notable downsides. One of those downsides is its grocery category. It's the only grocery category in the Chase Bank lineup is only online. Now, there are ways around that with some grocery chains like Kroger and H-E-B, where you can put the card on the app and then pay in-store with the app. So then it kind of counts as online. So there's ways of getting around that. It does also benefit from the points boost feature that they introduced this summer. It's 25% lower than the CSR's points boost, but still you can benefit from that without having to use transfer partners. But if you are able to use transfer partners, it has full access to all the transfer partners that the Chase Sapphire Reserve does, so you can get the full benefit of however you're transferring those points. Typically that's through Hyatt. Typically you're valued at 2 cents per point on those transfers. So all those reasons are great reasons for it to be at the number 1 spot. The annual fee is only $95. You get 2x on all travel, all transit. Just like with the Freedom Card, you get 5x on airfare, car rentals, and hotels booked through the portal. You get 3x on dining, you get 3x on streaming, you get 5x on Lyft. There's a 10% annual spending bonus, so whatever you spend in that year on the card, you'll get a 10% bonus on all the points that you earned on those. It gets primary auto rental coverage, really good travel insurance, and a bunch of other credits that really make this card worthy of the number 1 position. Now let's quickly talk about the top credit card in each credit card type. So the number 1 store credit card is the Amazon Prime Rewards with 535 users. The number 1 service credit card is the Fidelity Rewards at 114 users. The number 1 airline credit card is the American Airlines AAdvantage Aviator Red credit card with 138 users. The number 1 hotel credit card is the Hilton Honors Plain White card at 211 users. The number 1 credit union credit card is the Navy Federal Flagship Travel Rewards card at 67 users. And as we talked about, the number 1 bank card is the Chase Sapphire Reserve at 795 users. Another notable data point on the website is the points redemption preference for the users. And the users that tend to only redeem in cash make up 18% of the users. Redeeming mostly through the travel portal makes up 11% of the users. which leaves 71% of users that tend to use transfer partners to redeem those points. And what that means is you're taking the points you earn on those travel cards and transferring them over to transfer partners like hotels and airlines to get a better value on those points. It takes a little more work to do that. You have to do the research, you have to find good values, but hey, that's why we're all here. So what I think is most notable about this list is how it reflects the 2 refreshes that happened this year. All I see are the Amex wins, CSR lost, yet the Amex fell off the list of the most popular credit card, and the CSR joined the list as the top 10 most popular card. So, I mean, you can say what you want, but the numbers really aren't showing that the Amex Platinum is beating the CSR this year. Now, the refresh just happened a few weeks ago, so maybe there's time for that to reflect and people aren't putting the card in the website yet. That's possible. So we'll see next quarter what happens. If the Platinum jumps back on, passes up the CSR, at that point, I would agree that the Platinum has won the battle of the refreshes this year. But for right now, I'm not seeing it. But who cares what I think? Put your opinions in the comments below. If you find any value in this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and go check out the website. It's completely free, tons of cool features over there, and we will see you next time.